What up, y'all? It's the boy, the Golden Rock here with a brand new video for y'all. And today we got a story time, bro. And this story time is the first time I ever knocked a nigga out, bro. I know it's a wild story, but you know, I've been in fights prior to this one, but this is one of my favorite ones just because I gave that nigga the hands and I knocked him out, bro. So, this was I believe my 5th or 6th grade year, bro. And you know, I was living in an apartment complex that I'm not gonna get a name of, but I was living in this apartment complex, and we always used to, you know, see fights. It was an occurrence to see fights around here, bro. Like niggas would wake up and want to see fights, bro. So we was just sitting there, me, my nigga Jalen, and Jay Bird, right? So we sitting there, we just chilling, and everybody was just sitting there, we just cooling, we was just chilling. Nobody was on no food stuff, bro. Until this nigga Jeremiah came out, bro. Now Jeremiah, let me tell you something about Jeremiah, alright? He was a nigga who loved to lose fights, bro. Like this nigga woke up and lost a fight, bro. Like this nigga lost fights a lot, bro. He was a big dude. He was a real big dude. This nigga was swole, bro. But this nigga, he couldn't hang with the big leagues, bro. He couldn't fight, bro. So, you always talk trash, bro. Like, this nigga stayed talking trash, bro. So, we outside. This nigga comes outside. He hops in the conversation. And we was like, bro, we need to see some fights out here, bro. Like, dead serious. I'm bored. And this nigga, like, he's like, well, yo, I want to see some fights, too. Yeah, man. So, we just like, aight. Shoot, where we gonna get one here? Like, where we gonna find a fight at? It's like, this nigga, like, y'all wanna see a fight? Watch this. This nigga, like, straight up, like, this is the winter time, so everybody wearing hoodies. This nigga pulls out his, like, an airsoft gun out this nigga hoodie, and he points it at me, bruh. And, like, this nigga, like, he must was smoking crack or something, bruh. Cause I don't think he heard my track record before. Cause I used to buy these niggas, bro. Alright, so like this nigga dead serious tried me, bro. Like this nigga points the gun at me, and the first thing I think of just get that nigga, bro. Like I straight up came after that nigga and just chased him, and like I had so much adrenaline to the point where this nigga like he shot me with the BB gun, but I didn't feel it. So I'm just rushing to get, and I tackle him, and I just feed that nigga, bro. That's all. I just fed that nigga, bro. Like mad hands. And the dude passed by. He's like, get off of him, you're gonna hurt him. So I stopped. Then we go back to our conversation. Like we wanna see like another fight, bro. We was bored, bro. So we go back to our conversation, and you know, this nigga, like my nigga Jalen, he was a hype man, bro. Like this nigga was like a class A hype man, bro. He knew how to hype up fights. He knew what he was doing, bro. Like he knew what he was doing. So this nigga like, he's like, hey Jeremiah, I bet you won't say nothing about I bet you won't say anything about Marcus's mom. I'm Marcus, by the way. He's like, I bet you won't say nothing about Marcus's mom. And I was like, I just look at him. I'm like, bro, shut your mouth and don't say nothing. And he was like, all right, Marcus, fuck your mom, dude. Your mom's. He said something about my mama. And then I just look at him. And I just rushed that nigga, bro. And like I wasn't even thinking, bro. Like I blacked out. Like I just came after that nigga, and I just like grabbed that nigga. He was a big dude, so he pushed me off, and like he came at me like in a stupid way. Like he came in with like his head down, so he was just like swinging with his head down. So you know, I wasn't having none of that. I wasn't having none of that. So I straight came at this nigga back. Like we was just over there just like throwing hands, bro. Again. And this nigga like, I don't know what happened, bro. I just hit the nigga with a mean uppercut, and this nigga, he just jerks up, and he just sitting there froze, like, and this man like a cold pop, bro. He was just sitting there froze as a mug. Like this man's body was still, and he just falls over, bro. I'm like, what did I do to this nigga, bro? And the nigga was just out cold, bro. Like this nigga was out, my bro. Like this nigga was out, bro. And then this nigga wakes up and like, okay, this nigga get knocked out became like a meme of our like community, bro. Like everybody like heard about this nigga getting knocked out by me, bro. And like he straight up like he woke up, he was like, what happened? And this nigga was walking home, bro. This nigga straight up walked home and fell out before he even made it to the house, bro. And everybody's just laughing at this nigga, clowning this nigga, bro. And like, he just like, this nigga wanted to become friends with me after that fight, bro. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, this nigga came at me, he was like, so, he's like, he said something. And the dude was like, I bet you don't want to fight Marcus again. He was like, nah. He was like, nah, I don't want to fight him. And like this nigga was scared of me for like we had a little bit of tussles afterwards, like play tussles, bro. But like, you know, I bodied that nigga. I had to show him some hands, bro. But you know, this was my very first story time on this channel. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed telling it to y'all. But you know, it's the boy, the Golden Raikage. More story times in a way, and I'm out, bro. Peace. Hey, Rings, pass me the ball. I'm hot. I'm hot. I said I'm hot. Yeah. I'm gonna do the whip.